I get here? Huh?
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. My name is Jae, and this is.
AleXa.
We're going to introduce ourselves for people who haven't been here with us previously. How Did I Get Here is where we live our best lives on the internet and come out the other side knowing more, but not feeling all that much smarter. Now, what in the world could that mean, Alexa?
You ask this every single time, and I can't help but provide the same answer, which is I don't know, because how am I supposed to know the answer to this?
And that in itself could be the answer to life, my friend.
Wisdom. Absolute
Um,
wisdom.
Kneecaps has actually
Yeah.
spoken wisdom one day. He randomly spouts words of wisdom in English, sometimes in full sentences, which is amazing, seeing to the fact that he's Korean and doesn't speak English.
I witnessed some of this.
Yes. He said this verbatim. He said, "The answer to life is a part of God we've yet to solve."
No, he did not.
He did.
No, he did
verbatim.
not.
Verbatim,
No, he did not.
word for word.
There's no way he said that.
And that is How Did I Get Here?
Correct.
All right, subscribe to the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leave a review. Check out youtube.com/divepods for full episodes. How have you been?
I'm great right now, actually.
Are you?
My life is pretty dang fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, how's my week? Oh, thank you for asking.
I thought you were going to say something else. I was going to ask.
I've been really good. I've been doing a lot of music,
Mm-hmm.
per usual.
Right?
And I've probably started my Twitch streaming by now.
Probably.
In which, if Dive Studios is generous enough, I will have one of these microphones during the stream. If you do not see a Shure microphone during the stream, that means they were not generous enough. Leave feedback. Please get me a microphone. Other than that, I've definitely been up to a lot of music. I've always been producing, and we've been working and writing, and I had
Producing and
producing.
right.
you see the groove in that. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm super excited for a couple songs that are gonna come out. I have a lot of features coming out too. I've been expanding more to the States for features.
Nice.
I got a little experimental and I rapped.
Oh,
And then but then the thing is, like, I knew it might not be up to par as my vocal stuff. And just like I thought, I had to redo it. So
So hold that thought. You telling me we're getting another howdy? My name's Jay. We're getting that
no,
again?
we're not. We're actually not, due to the
Classic.
fact that it's just not there.
Howdy. My name's Jay. That has stayed in my memory ever since.
Howdy, my name's Jay. You know, I actually wrote howdy because of you.
Exactly. And I was just
Yeah.
like, are you serious?
You didn't believe me. All right,
Anyways.
topic of the day.
The topic of the day today is, our brand or designer brands worth it? Is it worth it?
Damn,
What do you think?
is it worth it? I have very mixed opinions on this.
Share those mixed opinions.
I think I know your stance. Not worth it.
Correct.
Do you have any bags?
That's the thing. When I lived in the States, my mom would like give me her old Coach purses.
Oh, okay.
And like if there was like a Coach outlet, if we were like on a road trip, I would go there and look, but I never really bought anything. Like this bracelet I have right here, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's a Louis Vuitton thing, but it was a gift from my
Oh
tip
my
for my birthday.
God.
But it's the only Louis Vuitton I own.
Okay.
Like I don't go out in search of brand names. I used to shop at like clearance section Forever 21.
Okay, I feel that. But what other brand
So-
stuff do you have?
I have a YSL lipstick only because Hyuna was the brand model, and I'm like, that's my queen. Gotta support the queen.
Okay,
Ah,
respect that.
but that's
Is that
that's
it, really?
it. I mean, if you don't count things like Adidas shoes and whatever, like
No, you're
Yeah.
good. Adidas is sportswear.
yeah, not like luxury brand things. Oh, I have a Balenciaga wallet that was a gift from,
Hypocrite.
but it was a gift.
Hypocrite.
It was a gift I didn't ask for. I did not seek it out myself.
Okay.
It was a gift.
Okay.
And that's it.
From like a fan or
Just
from a
you sent
friend.
from a company.
Dang. Anyway,
Mm.
I have mixed opinions on this, but I want to hear yours first.
I mean, it's not, I really don't, I don't know. I mean, one of my friends in high school, he used to buy and resell Supreme, and he made so much money off that, actually. Like, he would come in decked out in like some really nice, he was like one of the only fashionable dudes I knew in high school. But yeah, I mean, you know, if it's what you're passionate about, if you like designer brands and you're into this whole buy and resell, or just like, you know, being a hype beast and modeling your life after a brand, that's cool, I guess. But it's not really it for me. I don't really care, you could buy me a white t-shirt that's $5, or you could buy me a $75 one that's like, oh, this is Gucci. It's like, it's a white t-shirt. Do you get what I mean?
Why'd you say Gucci like that?
I don't know.
That was so weird. This is Gucci.
This is Gucci.
Okay.
Louis Vuitton.
But they all sound. Oh, it's because it's Italian. It's not Italian though. I make everything sound. It's Gucci. It's Italian. My opinion on luxury goods differs because I do own some pieces of luxury goods. My wallet is the swivel one. What's the name again? It's like the swivel embroidered. What do you call that?
I got no idea.
It's the expensive swivel one. Wait, what?
Is it like some hipster brand I'm not gonna know
No,
about?
no,
Because
no.
you radiate hipster energy.
No, really? I radiate hipster energy. You want me to
Yes.
stand up with my pants as well, with my sweatpants?
From Friends, ladies and gents. From
From
Friends.
Friends, the only luxury brand you will ever need. Wait, no. I forgot what it was called.
Swivel?
It's like it looks like
You could look it up if you wanted to look it up.
no, it's on the tip of my tongue.
No,
Actually, it's not. It's not.
What are you gonna put? Swivel?
Swivel wallet?
That's what I was thinking. Wait.
Swivel
No,
wallet?
okay, name some luxury brands.
Chanel,
No,
Gucci,
no,
Coach,
no,
Louis Vuitton,
no,
Balenciaga.
no.
Balmain.
Oh, Bottega.
Bottega?
Yeah, Bottega Veneta.
I don't know that brand.
Okay. So I own a
I'm poor.
Bottega. Wait, what?
I said I'm poor.
Me too. Now listen to my theory. I own a Bottega Veneta wallet, but I bought it for my dad for his birthday. And then a year later, I came home and it was still in the case. And I was like, I'm just gonna swipe this.
Okay.
Okay. I thought it was nice. Because at that point, I was using a blue, like a regular blue wallet off the streets of Hongdae.
You know what? That's not bad though.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get into the meat of today. Why the solution to fast fashion might be luxury goods.
Okay. It says the idea is simple. If you build clothing with better materials that are meant to last, consumers can ultimately spend more money up front to save more money in the long run. Oh, that is true. That is true. Large luxury brands are guilty of leveraging their brand loyalty to lower their quality while maintaining inflated prices in hopes of maintaining profitability.
Wait, really?
Apparently, yeah.
Ah.
And this only happens due to the lack of consumer education on the quality of the materials used.
Wait, so one of my arguments in pro
Mhm.
of designer brands was actually the fact that the quality just feels nicer and it's longer lasting. It's more durable. Like I can use a luxury wallet for like a decade because I did. And it lasted. It didn't look the same. It didn't still look
But it
Gucci.
stood through the test of time.
Exactly. But it kept my money in my wallet.
It
you know what I mean?
functioned the way a wallet should
Exactly.
function.
It was functioning. I don't think just regular like $5 wallets off the street function the same way. They kind of fall apart within a couple months, usually for me.
I mean, my current wallet is a hand-me-down from a friend, and it's literally like, it's kind of old. Maybe I'd say maybe 1-2 years old. It's just the pink Kakao Friends wallet.
The what? The Kakao Friends?
Kakao Friends, like
Oh, Kakao Friends.
yeah, Kakao Friends, that kind of thing. I was like, wow.
Do you
And
need
I've
a
got
wallet?
I've got the Balenciaga one sitting at home, but I'm too afraid to use it.
Why?
I'm afraid to use things. I didn't want to put this on for the longest time because I'm like, I don't know what happens if it falls off. Like,
Oh.
I'm afraid of losing things.
Are
Not
you
that I
a-
do
Are you a loser of things?
at life, but
That's
no,
a vibe.
no, not really. I don't know. I don't like things getting damaged if people bought them for me. That's the thing. Like if I bought it, okay, yeah, sure. If it gets scratched, if it gets torn, whatever. It was my money. But like because things are
Right.
gifts, especially brand name things, I'm like, you spend money on this.
Yeah.
Ah,
You have many impressions.
I was a theater major. I have so many weird voices. I need to stop.
Have you considered Dungeons and Dragons for roleplay?
Yes.
Have you played it?
No.
Oh my god, maybe you should join us.
My friends tried to get me to join in high school and I never did.
Oh my god,
But
would you like to join us?
is this a formal invitation?
Yeah, possibly.
Yes.
Possibly. We do have an open spot.
Yes, I would like to join
Okay,
this.
actually, maybe. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god, my day was just made. Oh my god. Wow.
What's your character in Dungeons and Dragons if you had one?
That's the thing. I'm not well versed. I would need to learn. I'm
Well-
but a lowly Padawan.
The great thing about Dungeons and Dragons is that you use your imagination. You can be whatever you want to be.
Fantastic. Probably some kind of witch of the dark arts then.
Oh my god, I actually might want to really have you in the crew.
Please.
I mean, it's not my group, but I mean, I think it'd be super cool.
Please be the Jedi Master and take me in.
Dude, I was just on a stream yesterday, or I was just playing games,
Mhm.
where we got where one of my friends got 52 streamers together to stream this game called Blackwake. And it's a pirate game.
Pirate game.
And everyone was just full committed to roleplay the whole 2-hour session.
Fun.
And in game it's like real life. So you have 52 people just yelling back and forth across ships, like, I'm gonna kill you, arg. It was sick. It was so sick. And I realized that roleplay is the future.
LARPing. I mean, come on, ladies
What's
and gentlemen.
LARPing?
Live action roleplay. You know what Dungeons and Dragons is, but you don't know what LARPing is?
What's live action roleplay?
It's like, oh my gosh, wow. Like if you want to dress up as your character when you do these things, like, okay, you weren't ever like a huge anime person, were you? You weren't like a weeb.
Oh, I like manga.
Okay, because I was big in the anime community, big in the cosplay community. That's why I know about this stuff.
But yeah, anyway, I thought that was interesting because they leverage their brand loyalty to lower their quality just because the consumers don't know what the quality is.
Right.
I just assumed. Actually, that totally makes sense because I assumed that it would all be durable and lasting because those are the experiences I've had.
Well, it turns out that cheap clothing might last just as long or longer than expensive designer clothes, as from a study from January 2019. Huh.
A new study from the University of Leeds suggests that the low cost of clothing might actually outlast pricier pieces. Despite the popular notion that designer clothes are more sturdily constructed than off-the-rack items, the study found that fast fashion shirts and jeans usually outperform their luxury counterparts. That I don't know. I don't know what the I don't know what the sample size was on that or what pieces were used. You have
Well,
feelings.
the most input I can give, because again, I'm not a consumer of luxury brands, but I'm going to use something on a smaller scale. Adidas is a brand name, correct? And so I had like a pair of Adidas that lasted me like, 2 years. I used them just to walk everywhere. I would dance in them. And like, they got several holes in them. Like if I lift my foot like this, like the shoe would open.
Mm.
Like, ugh. And then I've been living here for about 2.5 years, and I've been relying on like one pair of tennis shoes the whole time. And they were like $20.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they have been just fine.
Wow, because I would say the opposite. The things that I've bought off the street or like the things that I bought that were a bit cheaper,
Mhm.
I would say, in pricing, I think they haven't lasted me as long. Like
Hmm.
shoes I would never buy because I have a bad back and I heard that's really bad for backs.
I,
Bad soles.
I have no idea. I dance so much. I have no idea what the state of my back is anymore.
Is that something that happens when you dance?
Probably I got scoliosis.
How to buy clothes that are built to last? Which raises the question, in a culture accustomed to the ephemeral, how can shoppers select clothes that are built to last? Well, I think we need to actually click on this one.
Mhm.
How to buy clothes that are built to last? How do you know?
Well, we're gonna find out thanks to this article.
All right, NY Times says, you may have removed last season's hot fashion trend from your closet, but the effect of that item still lingers. From the energy used in its production to its continued presence in one of the nation's landfills.
Mm.
The total environmental impact of our outfit choices are a growing concern because, buoyed by the rise of so-called fast fashion, we're consuming and discarding more clothes than ever before. Can you relate to this? Because I can't.
No, I can't relate. I mean, I know that like, when I wanted to get rid of clothes, the thing is like where I was growing up, we knew so many families with kids younger than us, so like we could just give them the clothes, or like, Salvation Army was a thing back in the US. So I
Yeah.
would just bring clothes there. Like, I wouldn't throw them away like people do. Like, even here in Korea, there's like those green bins to like put clothes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't relate to this.
Yeah, it's hard for me to relate to this too because the clothes that I'm wearing, well, I guess this is kind of new.
From France.
From Friends, the only luxury brand you'll ever need. The shoes that I'm wearing, I've been wearing for 5 years now. Nikes.
Hmm.
Exactly. Well, I wasn't aware that. So I'm assuming that fast fashion is where you just stay for like one season and then you sell, or you throw away and then you. Does fashion change every 2 weeks?
I see. Cause I've never been one to like keep up with the trends in fashion, so to say. No, like, I mean, if Forever 21 is considered like a fast fashion brand, like, I would buy stuff, but it would last me for years. Like, I would never be like, okay, it's not spring anymore. Goodbye. So
Yeah, you save it for next year.
Yeah, or just whenever I need it.
Yeah. Actually, this makes sense because some people buy a padding
Mhm.
in Korea because padding's like essential. It's
Right.
temperature like
It's so cold here in the winter.
you will not survive. This is your hibernation if you are a
Mm.
bear. Yeah.
Mm.
But some people buy like one padding and then they'll throw it away and they'll buy another one next season. I've seen people do that a lot actually.
That is peculiar. Oh no, because I know that here, I guess, like when it comes to winter wear, specifically padding and like just coats, there's like things that are like in style and things that aren't.
Yeah.
I've never cared if I'm in style or not because I have this coat and the collar is just like a fur thing around the hood. And like my staff was like, "Don't wear that. It's not fashionable." And I was like, "But it's warm." And so they made me use a different padding.
It's crazy because that's fast fashion. That was really fashionable 2-3 years back.
And suddenly it's out of fashion and I'm a criminal for wearing it. So
Yeah. Wait, that's a perfect example. The coats, the paddings with little fur lining on it
Mhm.
were super popular like 3 years back. Like 2 years back, we had the long padding come into fashion. Those were because they were warm.
Walking
then-
sleeping bags.
Yeah, dude, they're actually awesome though. They're actually really
They're good for
are
music
awesome.
videos when you need to nap and just get on the floor. It's like, yes.
Yes. Is that something that you do?
Yes.
As music videos?
Very guilty of that. Yeah.
Wow, just on the floor.
Because I like floor.
Oh, strange child. Anyway, and now we've already moved on. I think more currently, like last year, we're into shorter padding again.
Right. The ones that like just go like to like the hip line or whatever.
That's so interesting now that we put it into real perspective. Fast fashion is an actually existing thing. But why do you need fast fashion when you have fun friends? That is my question.
You just put all the F's in there, all the alliteration possible.
Yes.
He done it.
From friends. In 2015, the last year for which the Environmental Protection Agency has data, the United States generated 11.9 million tons, or about 75 pounds per person, of textile waste. Have you produced 75 pounds of textile waste last year?
No.
I don't think I've thrown any clothes away last year.
Mm.
So I'm sure there's there's disparity. There's a gap.
I mean,
between
this is in
people
the
who do it.
US though. It's probably different in Korea, but
You think so? I feel like fast fashion moves even faster in Korea.
true. But how many? Then again, I have seen people throw away clothes here, so I'm like, makes you think.
I don't think throwing away clothes is a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well,
in America.
apparently it is because it ends up in landfills. 11.9 million tons.
That's insane.
That's unsettling, kind of.
And we're talking about like H&M, like Zara, like if it's out of fashion.
Right.
No, you know what people have been doing? They've been reselling clothes a lot.
Yeah. There's
lot
like
of
apps for
clothes.
that. When you
Yeah.
just like,
Shopify.
I don't know the names, but I just seen ads for them.
Depop?
Yeah, Depop.
It's called Depop? Depop?
I think it's Depop.
Like it's a bop?
Yeah.
Depop?
Yeah.
That's where you resell like your clothes and
Mhm.
hand-me-downs. That's kind of sick that we have so many apps. The world is such a great place today that there's somewhere where you could literally buy hand-me-downs that you could have gotten for free 30 years ago from your neighbor.
True.
Yeah. It's just,
Truth.
it's a wider collection.
We were those neighbors.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have millions of neighbors trying to give you things for small sums of money. What's the most expensive thing you own in your wardrobe?
Oh, that's a really good question, actually.
I mean, you have that.
I mean, but that's like an accessory right now. I think it might be this custom, like top and skirt like dress combo from this one designer that hand makes her things, but she's like become a friend of the family, and so my mom sent it to me last year for Christmas. I don't know how much
That's
it is, but I know
nice.
it's definitely worth several hundreds on her website.
That's
So
nice.
there's that.
It's real nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
What about you, J boy?
I don't know. What do I have? You don't know. I don't know what the most expensive thing in my wardrobe is. Like it's really funny how a lot of people will take pictures of us during our events
Mm-hmm.
when we're wearing like Gucci or
And it's from
like
the stylist,
Chanel.
though, right?
It's not.
It's not ours.
And they're like you're so rich. I can't believe you have this. I'm like, bruh, I wish I had this. It's not mine. I wear it and I take it. I strip it off my back and give it back to them.
Exactly.
But you know who needs monetary goods
Hmm.
when you have
From
merchandise
friends.
that represents emotional
Wow.
goods.
Wow.
You can't take Chanel to heaven and be like, God, I had Chanel. Please let me in. But you can tell God, I have from friends.
And God's like,
And
all right,
he
you
will
get the
let you in.
pass. Come on in, friend. You got
Let
that.
you in. Exactly. I think that's interesting that we have so much growing waste. I wasn't aware of this culture, but that's super educating. H&M and Zara.
I do have a question though. So when you were in high school, middle school, or like whenever California did like school dances or whatever, did you like do like tuxedos and everything for those school dances?
I think for prom.
For prom?
Yeah, I think for prom.
How much was the tuxedo, if you can remember? Just an estimate.
I didn't buy it. I rented.
Right, because you can do rental for things. I forgot, right?
Yeah. Did you buy your dress?
Here's-
Oh yeah, you guys have to buy a dress.
You don't have to. You can rent, but the thing is, it's still super expensive. Like my prom dress, I'm not going to say how much it was, but it was many, many hundreds. But the thing is, though, when it comes to this waste, now that I think about it, I have like all of my homecoming and prom dresses in my closet back home in America. We didn't throw those out. I wonder if people do that because that's like so much money gone to waste, though, if you do that.
That would actually make sense because prom dresses you only wear once. When are
Exactly.
you gonna save your prom dress?
I mean, I wore one of them to be a bridesmaid at one of my friend's weddings. It was subtle enough. But like, I'm just wondering, do people throw out their prom dresses and stuff? Like,
Did you throw out your prom dress?
No, I still have it.
See?
Wow. What are you gonna do with it?
Treasure it until I'm 85.
Landfill?
Landfill? Mayhaps. But I wonder if people throw those away because there's so much money.
Yeah. Well, actually, I do. I do throw out like my older suits though, for sure.
Hmm.
So I can see that. But yeah, that's a very interesting thing. Dresses, prom dresses specifically. What about Halloween costumes? That's definitely fast fashion. That lasts one day, and it's gone.
Unless you're a cosplayer, and then it lasts you all year, baby. So
How many do you cosplay to school? Is cosplay to Walmart when you feel like it?
we did that. But no, I mean, like, during high school, you did like Spirit Week and whatever. So depending on what the theme is, if something's appropriate for it, you can use it. Like, my friends and I cosplayed to school before.
Like what? What do you mean by cosplay though?
You don't know what cosplay is?
No, like what exactly do you define as cosplay?
Okay, so in my opinion, cosplay is taking a character from a fictional piece that's either like movie, comic series, manga, anime, whatever, and then creating or buying that costume to be that character in like conventions or for like photo shoots or things like that. Or LARPing.
LARPing, God.
Yeah.
LARPing.
Yeah.
I learn new things from you every day.
That's what I'm here for.
You Zoomers.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. All right.
So we have just opened the article for top 10 fashion brands of 2019. We have not seen the list, but we're gonna predict what we think might be on that list.
Nike. Adidas.
Chanel.
Okay, maybe. I'm thinking designer brands that have
The hype beast culture. Never mind. So not like lingerie.
So I was thinking like Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Like, because Balenciaga has been catering to like the streetwear audience a lot.
True.
why-
Alexander Wang.
Alexander Wang. Very possible.
Moschino.
What?
Moschino.
Mosquito?
Jeremy Scott. Moschino.
I know Jeremy Scott.
Moschino, if you want to call it that.
I have no idea what that is. It sounds like an alcoholic beverage.
I'm disappointed in you.
We're just gonna go straight down to the list.
Huh?
All right, the first brand on the list is called Noah.
In 2019, Noah made sure its message of social responsibility was heard loud and clear. In the process, founder Brendan Babenzian still managed to elevate the thing that Noah does best: make stylish clothes that cater to smart streetwear aficionados? I've never seen that word before in my life. Aficionados. From pushing classic Ivy League meets street silhouettes to launching collaborations with music, estates, and ethical organizations, Noah struck the right balance between cool and conscious.
I might have to look into that.
Same, actually.
That sounds like me.
like-
Very intelligent, but hip, with much steez. Okay, next brand. Sip your tea. Capital. Capital is probably the most colorful brand on this list, as 2019 was big on the mismatch, patchwork, and multi-print trends.
Mhm.
The Japanese label effortlessly excelled on all fronts. The brand's signature designs this year include intricate tie-dyes, sashiko patterns, and fanciful florals, to name a few. All throughout the year, it proved hard to ignore Capital's artistically driven offerings, which easily made them even more of a favorite amongst Japanese streetwear fans. From France.
From France. How did we not say Supreme?
Oh yeah.
How did I not think
I
of
mean-
Supreme? Everybody's got to be passionate about something, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's passion could be ridiculous to somebody. I mean, K-pop fans, we will wait till like 4 a.m, sometimes in America, till the music video drops, right? And so, it's you standing in line for hours to get some sunglasses or whatever, or it's like you stand outside of the comic book store to get the latest issue of something when it drops, because I know people that have done all of these things. It's like, everyone's passionate about something. Let them do what they do, no matter how expensive their hobby may be. It's their money, not mine.
Of course.
Supreme.
I have that hat in suede and blue.
Oh, yeah, because you've worn that here.
I bought it. Yeah, I bought it for 60 pounds in England. 75 pounds?
How much is that in USD? Or like in won?
Or like $100, something like that. Like $80. So $85.
You do you.
Yeah.
Supreme celebrated its 25th anniversary this year, a testament to the longevity and the unshakable influence on the brand on streetwear culture. We also saw the skateboard label open up a shop in San Francisco, which added another notch in its growing retail location list. Supreme has achieved many milestones since its inception, but 2019 was definitely one for the books. From collabs with Nike, Stone Island, The North Face, and more, we see this year setting the tone for the skate brand's expanding global reach for the next 25 years. Fun fact, they had an Oreo collaboration too. They released bright red Oreos. I remember this for the 25th anniversary.
I bet they were really expensive.
Probably.
I wonder if they tasted any different.
Probably didn't. It was probably like a red velvet kind of flavor, just guessing. Like,
I love red velvet.
same. The cake and the group. Yes.
I like the cake a lot.
Mm.
I like the group as well, but I really like the cake.
Agreed.
Supreme is
Dang.
very interesting, though.
Man, my friend, he told me, like, he would show me, like, when he would sell this stuff, like, how much he bought things for, how much he would sell things for. And it's just like, my man, people really pay this much for these things? Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
If people really want a piece, they'll buy it.
I mean, if you look at some of these brands, like Nike, I think could be more affordable. They have more expensive pieces. But like the North Face and Stone Island, like Stone Island is incredibly expensive.
I actually have never heard of Stone Island.
Stone Island has been a recently booming brand, I think. Recent as in like the last 3-4 years.
Mhm.
And for me, they popped on the radar all of a sudden last year, right before we went to our Europe tour. And everyone was wearing Stone Island. I was like, what is this in
Okay.
America? Because we visited LA for tour. Everyone had it on. It's like a little
Okay.
patch. It's like a t-shirt and has like a
Right.
little patch, like a lousy t-shirt.
Interesting. Okay.
And that patch makes that t-shirt worth $300.
No.
And I was like, wow, that's so interesting.
That's so much McDonald's fries you could buy.
I know. You don't even eat McDonald's fries.
I do.
You do?
In mass consumption. When I
I'm
was in
glad.
college, I lived right by McDonald's. Oh my gosh, class got out. Boom, 2 large McDonald's fries. And a
Oh,
milkshake.
American McDonald's is so good. I love fries at American
I have been
McDonald's.
craving.
Consensus on final brands. I don't know. It's hard. It's like if you're into that kind of thing, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
People have different passions.
Hmm.
People spend thousands of dollars on video games.
And on cars and things like that.
People spend tens of thousands of dollars on cars.
Yes.
People also spend thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on bags. So
And,
if
yeah.
it's clothes, then what's the difference? If you're
Yeah.
passionate, if you can afford it, if you're not maxing out credit cards to pay that credit card debt on another credit card,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're good.
I mean, I agree. I mean, as long as nobody's getting hurt in your passion, whether it's you, yourself, or someone else's wallet, so to say, I mean, buy what you want, collect what you want, be passionate about what you want. Like, it's your money, it's your life after all.
I have a rule about buying things.
Mm.
So my rule is if you follow this rule, you will never be broke, my friends. If you could buy 20 of something comfortably without noticing a dent in your money, you can buy it.
Hmm.
That's my rule.
Right.
So at one point, I was considering buying a watch because I was super into watches. And I realized that I couldn't buy 20 of these things without creating a noticeable dent and crater in my funds. So I decided not to buy it. And that's why I'm not broke boy right now.
That's why I'm not broke boy right now. Quotes with Jay.
Yeah. We're going to move on to some of your questions for today. And your first question is, I love that profile picture.
This comes from Sungjin Daily on Twitter. They ask, would you rather have another arm or another eye? Arm.
For
me.
what?
Because there's a lot of things I have to do, and it would be nice to have another arm.
Where?
I don't know, just where arms come from. Wait, that you would need another shoulder though. Wait, a third arm would be useless if you did not have a third shoulder, because of the joints and the way it would function. You need another shoulder.
Just pretend it comes with a shoulder. It's a shoulder plus arm package.
Yeah, so another arm then.
Right side or left side?
I'm right dominant, so right.
Why? What would you do? Like, just explain one activity you would do with two arms.
You know? I mean, but neither of these things would be beneficial for me, I guess. That's the thing. I'm trying to think about, well, I lied. Third arm, I could hold a microphone with that one because I wear headsets when I perform. And my hair always gets caught in it. My nails always hit it. Chains always hit it. So it'd be nice to have a hand mic, I guess.
I don't know if that's going to be aesthetically pleasing, though.
I mean, true, but my other arms could,
Okay,
do
I
the
see.
choreography just fine.
I see.
I don't know. What would
That
I do
makes
with a third
sense.
eye then?
I would have a third eye in the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just so it's there. You're always conscious.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just so it's there, just so an option.
Okay, but specifically the back of your head.
Yeah,
you
probably the
wouldn't-
back of my head.
You wouldn't go Pan's Labyrinth with this at all? Like
No. What's the purpose of having a third eye in the middle of your forehead?
No, Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, on your hand?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie.
Cultured he is not. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, next question. What is the best way to deal with failure?
Well, I'm pretty sure I've said this on the show before, but my high school had a mantra, and it was, it's okay to try and fail again. Thank you for the drinking noises. But it's not okay to try and fail to try again. So basically, no matter if you fail, just keep going. You're bound to succeed eventually. So
Bars. You know what's actually interesting about this? I've talked about this a lot. But nobody remembers you for the amount of times you failed. You can fail 1,000 times and do it right once, and everyone is just gonna remember you for the one time that you did it right.
Right.
Because that's what's gonna change the world, and not the 1,000 failures that didn't really do anything.
Exactly. I mean, when it comes to even things like K-pop, it's like I auditioned for multiple companies and clearly failed all those auditions. But then I was so fortunate to be found by ZB. And so, that's what we're sticking with. I'm not known for failing X amount of auditions. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. You miss every shot you don't take.
correct.
If you take 1,000,000, you're bound to make one.
Yeah.
Take the shots.
And, they say, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land among the stars. So,
All right. If any of you have any more questions for our podcast, send them with hashtag HDIGH. Let us know what our next big question or search should be. You can send us these questions on Instagram and Twitter at The Dive Studios, youtube.com/Dive Studios, youtube.com/DivePods. And we also have a TikTok at The Dive Studios. Also, remember to subscribe and to review the podcast, please. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. This was Jae and
AleXa.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that episode?
If you did, you can always listen to the full episodes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And also, do not forget to subscribe and follow this channel. Also, turn on notifications.